Hi, it's Bertha with Be Well with Bertha, and once again, we're outside. You know, I like to be outside. I'm barefoot. I guess that's called grounding. I've always been barefoot every chance I could get. That was just a part of growing up in the country. So, um, I wanted to show some stretching for the hips. One of my last videos, I showed some stretches that I did laying down on a yoga mat because I was having such extreme hip pain that I could barely walk. And so I did my stretches on the floor because um, it just was a better stretch for that time. But most of the time, the way that I do those same stretches is in a chair because I'm always on the go. I can do these stretches while I'm at work, while I am working with a patient, because I'm a multitasker. I think that just is a part of being a mom. You're always multitasking and you're thinking of the next thing that needs done. So for convenience, most of the time I will stretch those same muscles, the piriformis and the glutes, laying on the floor. But today I wanted to show how I stretch them in a chair. Plus, I am going to show you a hamstring stretch in the chair. The other thing I wanted to share was that a lot of times low back pain does come from tight hips. So with massage patients, when they come in complaining of low back pain, and often when I ask them like where it's at, it's, usually like low, close to the hips. I'm going to check out those hips and see what's going on there, because usually the low back is just caught in this tug of war and just needs those hips to chill out. So here we go. Stretching the piriformis. I'm going to put my left ankle on the right knee. And if my hips are really tight, my left knee might be way up here, but mine's not too bad. So left ankle on my right knee, I'm going to keep my back straight and lean forward. And I have my sit bones on the edge of this chair. I can just get more range of motion, a better stretch. And then my other leg, my knee is at a 90 so that I'm not sliding off of the chair when I'm doing this. So I can either lean forward and feel a good stretch there, or if it's easier, let me put my clicker down. I can pull this hip up. My husband got me some awesome new gadgets so that I could record a little bit easier. So I can either lean forward, or if my knee is way up here, I can push down, or I can clasp my fingers together and pull up. And remember, it does matter how long you stretch and your reps. I did another video on that. I'm not going to stretch for the whole length of time because that would be boring. So that stretch addresses that piriformis and the glutes. The piriformis can really be a bad boy when it comes to being a tight muscle because your sciatic nerve runs through that piriformis. So when that thing is tight, it can wreak havoc and put tension on that nerve, pressure on that nerve. And the sciatic runs down the back of your leg, and when it gets to the knee, it splits off and goes down the front and the back. So you could experience, tension, pain, through the back of the leg. So it can really cause a lot of problems. And then those tight glutes, it can also cause back pain. For the hamstrings, very, very easy. Again, my sit bones are pretty much on the edge of the chair. I'm at a 90-90, and I'm just going to kick my right leg or left leg out, and my knee is straight, and I'm going to point my nose towards my toes. And then again, back is straight, and my hand resting on this knee just to make sure that it stays straight, and I'm going to lean forward until I get a good stretch. So this side isn't so bad. I can lean forward pretty far, and then I start to feel a stretch on the back of the knee. I could feel it up here or down by my calf. And the other leg, I can get to about here, and I really feel a stretch. So those are a couple, the piriformis stretch, and it's also stretching your glutes, just a couple variations. Because the piriformis is a tricky little muscle. So a couple of variations. Just play around with it until you feel a stretch, and then hamstring stretches. I hope this video was very educational for you and that you enjoyed it. And I will talk at you later. You have a blessed day. Get outside, get some fresh air, and enjoy your day.